So you've already come across words like artificial intelligence, metaverse, blockchain technologies, having cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, Ethereum, semantic markups, 5G, all interconnected to Web 3.0. Perhaps you don't know what Web 3.0 is, and if you don't know what Web 3.0 is, then this video is for you. Stick around to the end such that you make sure you answer the quiz at the end of this video to test whether you've really understood what Web 3.0 is. Take a quick second, smash the subscribe button, turn on notifications such that you're always notified first every time I upload a video. If you're new to the channel, my name is Joseph Nsamba and I'm a medical student at Makerere University. On this channel we talk about business, tech and medicine. Any of those sounds interesting to you? Consider subscribing to the channel, turn on notifications so that you're always notified first every time I upload a video. So the transition in web technologies has been occurring over time, with new technologies that will help us frame future business models. And that's why we have been seeing an improvement in web technologies all the way back from Web 1.0. So this video, I'm going to put it into 4 sections. And first, we shall look at the history of the web. 2, we shall look at the key features of Web 3.0, which is our main interest in this video. And 3, the key technologies in Web 3.0. And finally, we shall end with a quiz to test whether you really understood what Web 3.0 is. So stick around till the end. So first section, we have said you're going to look at the history of the web. So the first version of the web is known as Web 1.0. Web 1.0 was the very first version of the web, created around 1989 and 1990, according to Tim Berners-Lee, the founder of the World Wide Web. So this is known as the read-only web. Some other people call it the static web. Why we call it the read-only web? Because it could only allow content and information publishing. You didn't have a two-way communication with the user. Information could only flow from one direction. So the key technologies here, we had HTML and scrolling through pages via hyperlinks. And one of the main use case, of course, we have said it was only content and information publishing. The biggest limitation was lack of interactivity with the user. It lacked dynamism, and also it lacked dynamism. It also lacked two-way communication. And as we progress, you're going to see that every time a new web is being developed, it is solving a problem from the previous web. So the biggest problem here was lack of interactivity with the user. And that's why now they came up with Web 2.0, which tries to solve the problem of lack of interactivity. So Web 2.0 now is known as the read and write web. So now the new advancement was that we could now interact with the web. We could read and still write. That's why many people can now own internet pages. You can read and write from the internet. And the key technologies here, we have Facebook, Amazon, Google, YouTube, all those technologies that you're seeing, our social media platforms, name it all. That's the one. Those are the ones, because now they allow us to interact with the devices and computers that we have. And one of the biggest use case, of course, is reading and writing with these devices. But the biggest limitation now comes in lack of privacy. We realize that as we are signing up for these platforms, we willingly give in our information to these companies. But it has been seen that many companies are using this information, sell it to companies to begin sending us targeted advertisements. So this information that we willingly gave up to these companies has been used to the advantage of these companies to send us targeted ads. I remember a scenario sometimes a man was complaining that he posted his girlfriend and the girlfriend was pregnant, and then the social media platform was sending him adverts over father, meaning that they had sensed that this man was being pregnant because maybe he had talked about his girlfriend. So this information that we gave up willingly now has been sold by companies, and we don't know what they use our information with. So that's a very big problem. So the problem of lack of privacy brings in now Web 3.0. Web 3.0 is our main interest in this video, of course. Is known as the read, write and own web. One of the key things that it has to solve is lack of privacy that we had, and also lack of privacy. We also lacked ownership to the internet. So Web3 claims to bring digital ownership and also increase the degree of privacy. Web 3.0, of course, is the third generation of the internet. The key features of Web 3.0 are being permissionless, being decentralized, and also being able to bring out digital ownership. So this curve, you see this curve tries to give a summary of the history of the internet. So next part, we are going to look at the key features. We have said the key features are ownership, permissionless, and decentralized. So let's begin with being decentralized. Decentralization means shifting power from a single entity's control and distributing it to various people. This paradigm shift will improve how societies function. And why decentralization is very important is that it eliminates big tech and middlemen. So it makes ownership more realistic and more ideal, and we don't have to base company management via maybe a single person's emotion and interests. Then another feature is being permissionless. The blockchain is purely decentralized and open to everyone. It has no gatekeepers. You can access it anytime, and you can access anytime, and you do not have to do KYC or any verification. KYC, know your customer. You don't have to do KYC, you don't have to give any information, and that's where the idea of privacy comes in, that you can access this anytime without having to give any information. So another key feature of Web 3.0 is ownership. The previous norm was that we cannot have privacy, we cannot have security, we cannot own digital assets. However, with Web 3.0 now, you can have full control of your social media content. You can now own digital assets. You can own your medical history. You can own your medical data. You can own your browsing history, and you can still own digital assets. This has been made possible by NFTs. There's an ideology that you cannot have digital ownership, but digital ownership is actually possible, and there have been very many digital assets that have been created that literally represent real-time assets. So digital ownership is very, very possible. So the next part of the video, we're going to look at the key technologies in Web 3.0. The key technologies in Web 3.0 have been defined already, but we shall see that Web 3.0 is far away from complete adoption, but about 5 aspects have been defined. And then the first one is 3D visualization. 3D visualization is going to be made possible by the ability to interact with virtual worlds. This has been made possible by the metaverse already, and very many key tech companies are leading this sector. We have seen already Facebook rebranding to Meta, big companies like the Sandbox, Mana, Decentralized, all these working towards building a 3D virtual interactive world. We have already seen 3D virtual reality games. All these part of the 3D visualization aspect of Web 3.0. Then the next key technology is artificial intelligence. This is no longer a big deal because it's already out there. It's being made possible that we are using machines to do human-related work, using machines to develop human intelligence. We have already seen these things where very many applications now, you have ChatGPT, and very many AI tools are now out there on market. Next is blockchain technology. Blockchain technology is one of the core concepts of Web 3.0, and it makes decentralization possible. It brings digital ownership, increases security, and of course I'll give a more detailed explanation of these things in later videos. So stick around to this channel so that you're always notified when I upload a video. Then another aspect of Web 3.0 is semantic markups. Semantic markups means that we are using computers to try to understand what humans do. Literally now with a computer, the computers literally understand information the way it is fed into it. If, for example, I made a statement and I said, oh, he's a bad boy, even if you're trying to mean bad for good, the computer doesn't have the capacity to understand that bad means good. So semantic markups are trying to make computers understand information in a more human way other than just translating data the way it is fed into the computer. And then another aspect is 5G. Of course, that's very common. 5G, the way we deal with internet speed, how fast we can use internet to process information. We are going to recap the key technologies. We have said we have artificial intelligence, using machines to do human-like content. 3D visualization, we have things like a metaverse. Blockchain technology, which gives us the aspect of decentralization. Then 4, we have semantic markups, which a key aspect helping machines understand information the way humans try to understand it. And then 5G, which is going to help us with faster connectivity. So, thank you for being with me until the end of the video. But now it's time we test whether we have really understood what Web 3.0 is. So the first question, the read and write web is known as: number 1, Web 1.0; number 2, Web 3.0; number 4, Web 5.0; number 4, Web 3.0. This question, Web 3.0 is known as: A, read and write web; 2, read only web; 3, the intelligent web; 4, the static web. Next question, do you think Web 3.0 is the future, or it's all a complete guess? Let me know what you think. If your answer is yes, please let me know why you think the answer is yes, and why if the answer is no, still let me know down in the comment section. Please let me know the answers of those questions also in the comment section. Oh, I'd forgotten to talk about Web 5.0. There have been rumors about Web 5.0, especially from Jack Dorsey. Jack Dorsey claims to have left Twitter to go and work on Web 5.0, which literally integrates the features of Web 2.0 and Web 3.0 to make Web 5.0. But we don't have much information about that. And if it's out, if you stay to this channel, definitely be sure that you'll be notified and you know what Web 5.0 is. Thank you for watching until the end, and I'll see you in the next video.